Old Skool Movement and the place to be. I'm Boogaloo Shrimp and I'm the MC. Check them out on the podcast, Old Skool Movement.
Yes, it's another episode of the Old Skool Movement with myself, Mr. Lucas. Also,
myself, Chris.
Dax.
And the one in the house, Leroy. Who's the master?
On today's show, we've got a guest who embodies the 80s just like us. So it's like Battle of the Planets now. We're all here, ready to defeat anybody in any other decade. The fivesome. We're here with Bwoy Wonder. Bwoy Wonder, how you doing? Right. Yes. So you have this monthly event, which embodies the 80s, I believe. Yeah, 80s music, the whole vibe. Tell us about that, man.
No, I'm sorry. First of all, I have to say, you guys are genuine 80s kids. 80s babies.
Thank you, young man.
You're pulling out all the references. And I hope whoever's listening to the Old Skool Movement podcast knows those references. Without having to Google what we're talking about. So exactly. I'm very much confident that you have that clientele and that listenership that is just like us. Just like the references and it just gives them that feel-good factor that yes, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, exactly. There's more of us. There's more
of us out there.
That sounds just like something an 80s movie would say.
We're out there somewhere.
Isn't it? Red Dawn.
That's it, exactly. No, it would be amazing to have you guys down there just so you guys can see the vibe.
That'd be lovely, man. It'd be lovely.
So what you'll find is there's a lot of nights that are not, or just events that, you know, try to embody a particular era or decade, but they never can stick true to it. You know, they'll always sway. And I get it, you know, you might want to please everybody and you kind of want to dress it up as a gimmick. But what we're trying to do at the big 80s brunch is not make it a gimmick. We're actually trying to take you back. So in saying that, we embody everything that is the 80s as best we could. I'm talking, obviously, everyone is going not fancy dress, but dressed up.
80s style. Yeah.
Exactly that. Because you could tell fancy dress compared to, you know, an authentic 80s outfit. The music is 100% 80s. We've had people come and say, we had one person say, can you play Bashment? Nope, what is that? Right here, right now, you are in the 80s. As soon as you step out of that venue, you're in 2022. But while we're here, we're talking like the 80s. We're walking like the 80s. We're playing music like the 80s. So everything we want to do in there is to take you back in time and give every age that real good experience of when it just felt like they had the best time in whatever venue they went, you know. Obviously, the only thing we're not doing in there is smoking cigarettes and whatnot. It just felt so free.
That was big in the 80s.
Yeah, it was.
And I didn't even know that was a thing, you know.
Yeah. I take it for brunch, you're going to be having crispy pancakes, alphabeti spaghetti. Is it like 80s food that, like, are they going to be popping the baby shams and stuff? And
I wish. Oh my God, you just giving me the sickest idea. Oh man.
Pineapple and cheese hedgehogs, man.
Oh man, you just blow my mind.
Blancmange.
Blancmange, isn't it?
Mini sausage rolls.
Man,
quiche.
You guys are throwing in some amazing
Come
ideas.
on, man. Some Cresta and some quiche up in the house.
Fruit flavored Corona.
You know what I mean? Get some Umbongo fruit punch up in there, man.
No. Come on, you're taking it back now. No, you guys, I wish if it was up to us, we would be doing it all the way 80s food wise. But
that would be good at total 80s.
Business and venues and the chef, they want to be a bit 2022. But we won't go there. We won't go there. But honestly, the spaghetti hoops, the dinosaurs,
potato waffles.
Potato waffles, they're awfully versatile. All of them.
Grill them, heat them, burn them, fry them.
That's the one. Oh man. Bernard Matthews, beautiful.
Beautiful.
So what like generally it's a daytime thing. Like,
It's a daytime event. It's a midday till 5 p.m. We're trying to get everybody out at that time because it's also a time when most of those people may have kids and may have other duties, and it is on a Sunday, so you might have work tomorrow. So we just want to get you out of the house, but also get you into the vibe, into the groove, into the mood, you know. And most people of a certain demographic, you know, they've got other responsibilities, but we want to make sure that they have the best time of their life, and they've had the time of their life in those 5 hours, basically. And it's really, one thing I've realized is if you go to a lot of brunches, especially themed brunches,
they're becoming popular.
Very popular, very popular. But what they do is they don't have the ability to entertain the audience aside from music, you know, and aside from the food and the 1 hour bottomless. So we throw everything in the mix, guys. We want to talk about pop quiz, you know, we're going to throw in references that only a few might know. We want to do an 80s fashion show. We want to then do a Milli Vanilli lip sync battle. We then want to do a break dance off. I'll be Turbo and Ozone with my brother and Kelly, our friend. And I know you guys remember the 2 other guys they battled.
Yeah.
Poppin'
Taco, Poppin' Peter.
There you go. Right, we're splitting the teams. And after that, it then becomes kind of a free-for-all vibe. But, you know, we really want to make it so that you're overwhelmed with so much things that kind of embody the 80s and then you can eat, and then you can have your, you know, your free on the dance floor. And when I say the dance floor, I'm talking about everybody will be moving, whether we go to the new romantics, whether we go to the hip hoppers, the rockers, we're going to the poppers, we're going to go everywhere. We're going to touch the Rick Astley's, to the Guns N' Roses, to the Bon Jovi's, to the Europe, to the my favorite Michael McDonald, you know, D-Train. We really want to go into those album cuts as well, you know, not just
the hit singles.
That's it.
We'll have some Dexy's Midnight Runners up in there as well. Come on,
Eileen. Yes.
Come on, Eileen.
I love that.
Gino.
Yes, see, you guys know the B teams. Everyone knows the A teams. There's the classics from B teams as well. You know, there's Depeche Mode, and there's so many. Right. There's not just Aha and you know all these other bass band. There's so many.
There's Haircut 100, the Thompson Twins. You know, level 42. Come on,
come on. You know, Ultravox, Eurythmics.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you going to be throwing in any Bucks Fizz?
Oh, do you know
Making your mind up.
Or
Superman.
We hollered at Bucks Fizz, or the people who make Bucks Fizz. It's coming. I definitely want to say, once we've got a bit more established, it's only the second one that's going to happen. But we've got a lot of interest, guys.
I was going to say, have you had any live acts yet, or is it just a DJ you have? Do you have like any DJs come in, or have you got your host DJ that you keep to? Or
so we've got our host DJ. He's called Hey Essay, and when I tell you he's got everything in the bag, it's like he, you know, used the Tesseract and went back and grabbed all the 45s and all the vinyls and all the cassettes and then brought it back into the future. And we've also got Absolute Radio 80s DJ Leona Graham, who obviously has a bag of tricks up her sleeves. And I know you guys will know. Remember Pat Sharp and Mike Brown? They had a hit. I haven't stopped dancing yet. That's it. So he wanted to. Oh, the DJ Mike, who was the other duo. He wants to come and do the next one. So. You know, we're really excited to have someone as big as him
who
come down.
Gets it, who's 80s,
who gets it,
know.
Yeah. Do you know what? When I first heard your podcast, first of all, I was so surprised I hadn't come across it before. because it embodies everything that I'm about, vibe-wise, music-wise, dress code-wise, and just celebrating that kind of...
We try our best, man. We try our best. Glad you like it.
You guys are in it, Darren. You guys are like proper, you and Rims, you live it, breathe it. Like some of the guests that you've had. Man.
Yeah, hey, so do you, man. So do you. Your videos, man.
You know, back in the days, we definitely would have been best friends at school.
That's it, man.
100%.
Yeah. Swapping garbage pound kid cards and all that. Naming stickers.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
Doing all that.
Do you know one thing I realized? A lot of the food, for example, was so bad for you. Like it was actually not. I don't think the 80s ever cared about healthy foods.
Oh yes,
I think we had bad adverts in it.
Yeah, food
we
wasn't healthy.
definitely were not shouting about apples and your 5 a days.
There's no 5 a day.
No, there was no such
Yeah.
thing.
No
no
such thing.
But I missed that.
Yeah, everything was fried and
That
yeah,
beers,
that's it.
Holston pills,
Everything. Exactly. Fizzy, crispy, fried.
I say back in the day, is some people's houses I go to, they'd give you sugar cubes as sweets.
Yeah.
A box of sugar
Yeah.
cubes. That would be the sweets and the treats.
Yeah.
Would you be sucking on sugar cubes? Thanks, Mrs. Smith. I'll have one of them.
I'm sure the dentist used to give you sugar cubes. A dentist, at the end of a dentist, used to get a lollipop or a sugar cube or something.
You did definitely get lollipop, yeah.
What?
You remember there was a drug in the sugar cube at school?
In the sugar, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they'll put something.
They tried it.
They'll put a drug in the sugar cube and give you the sugar
They
cube.
sandwiched
That's
it.
like trick you.
Yeah. I don't know what was in that sugar cube.
terrible.
Listen,
But there was some 80s experiments going on,
It's
man.
experiments.
Exactly, man.
And like I remember
Hey.
something. I remember getting something put into a sugar cube, and the sugar cube turned brown in the corner.
oh, hey,
See
listen,
what they used to do to us.
listen.
Hey.
We didn't complain, and nobody
You didn't
complained.
complain.
It's
Nobody
still
complained about
Yeah.
a BCG. Nobody complained about.
Oh yes, the BCG. Yep.
Yeah.
Those 3 little dots that look like the target from Predator.
Predator.
Oh, yeah.
And no one said a thing.
No one said a damn thing.
And then it started to mutate after a few weeks of
Oh,
really
yeah.
hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did anybody else have that
Puff?
sugar cube apart from me and Chris? Did any
I
of you
think
guys have a
You
sugar
No,
and
cube?
Chris
I didn't
had it.
have
I'd
that.
never
I think it
heard
was
of
just
that.
our school, you know. I think it was just our school that done that shit.
What were they trying to do
Just
to
trying
you?
to sedate you.
Wow.
Exactly. You know what's crazy is that the sugar obviously must have had like a double effect of just getting you hyped. But again, whatever was in it might have just
Slowed you down.
slumped. Exactly, just slumped you out.
I'll go and find out about that. I'll go.
That's the sugar cube.
I'll
Yeah,
go and find
especially
out
if
about
you
that.
said that you had your neighbors giving that to you. Now, that starts to sound a little bit sinister.
That wasn't me. That was
just-
Chris who said that. That was my. It was the school. It was the school for me.
I had sugar and sweet.
Oh my days.
The other alternative was a dry Rivita. It was the same neighbour. If I'd done an errand, it'd be a dry Rivita that tasted like cardboard or a sugar lump. So
disgusting.
I'd just go for the sugar lump, man.
Yeah, no Rivita, man.
The Rivita was
you know.
awful, man.
That's the worst. It's
Damn.
cardboard. It's
Ugh.
But
Yeah,
you know
okay.
that's the norm now.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be having that on
Everyone eats them
with
sort of things. With hummus.
Yeah.
yeah, with crushed avocado, and they call it
And
guacamole.
eggs
Sure.
and trying to put some fancy toppings on them. Ugh.
Yeah.
whatever you want on it. It's still cardboard.
Bwoy Wonder, it's good you say that because we got this section on our show that we're going to have called First Times and Favorites. So we're going to ask you a load of questions on your first times, a couple of questions on your first times and your favorites. Yeah. So just let us know. All right. So your first. All right. Since you're doing the music, you've got the big 80s brunch. So tell us your first album that you've ever bought.
Do you know the first album I ever bought was Michael Jackson Bad, and I rinsed it on the LP for hours, for days. I got my uncle to let me borrow his leather jacket. I borrowed my auntie's wig that looked very similar to this.
Yeah.
I asked my brothers if we can all get our belts so I can tie it around my trousers to make it look like the Michael Jackson buckled up jeans. And I did that same pose against the white background, just trying to emulate that album cover. That album just makes up a lot of my growing up stages. And I think that was the first album that from memory that I personally bought.
All right, so that's your first. So tell us your favorite school pudding.
School dessert.
Oh no, it definitely had to be the toffee tart. The toffee tart with the sprinkles.
That's
And
mine.
We got Chris here. Chris,
I'm telling you,
is a winner
Yeah,
here.
that's the one for me as well, mate.
It's the epitome of the 80s.
Yeah. It's
And
like the butterscotch tart or the toffee tart. Yeah, that one.
Exactly. It was grain chill. It was I ate that like I was in grain chill. I felt like I would be in that.
I ate
era.
it like I was in prison. I swear I was like, a little bit at a time. Man, I love that.
No, do you know what? That was my BTs.
No, it was. It was a hell of a pudding. I'll tell you that, mate. It was a hell of a pudding.
Leroy, and I know that I think even kids couldn't have more than that little square.
Yeah.
Yes. Even though you wanted more,
You wanted more.
knew.
Yeah, you wanted.
You knew as a kid, you know what?
You had more chance of doing free shredded wheat than having more than one slice of that.
Exactly that. And
you could have it without custard as well.
that was me. I
That was
never
me, just
touched
plain.
that.
Yeah, plain one. Man.
It was so beautiful plain.
Yeah,
you know, I literally didn't want to overkill it with extra.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see, 80s minds think alike.
Exactly that.
100%.
Exactly.
100%. And to be honest, I think that has to be, to this day, one of the most elite,
you know.
I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you.
Elite desserts.
It's major
You know
league.
what? We need a 21 gunshot salute for that one.
no,
Yes, sir.
Elite.
For hell, Bwoy Wonder.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
What a choice.
All right. So yeah, your one to first now. Your first TV crush.
Oh my days. My first TV crush. Do you know it was the it was actually his wife, Paul Daniels' lovely assistant.
Debbie McGee.
Debbie McGee.
Wow.
Debbie McGee. From what I can remember,
Not a lot.
every girl in the 80s was blonde. From what I could not remember, a brunette.
And you chose Debbie McGee.
Yeah.
You had Heather Locklear,
I'm
you had
thinking
Charlie's
Heather Locklear,
Angels, you had
I'm
the girl from The Fall Guy, you had the girl from Buck Rogers, and you chose Debbie McGee. Wow, I've picked you up there. Chris, you got to edit these horns in for that one.
I'm sorry, but
Wow.
no, Debbie McGee just had this sweetness. She looked like a princess. I was into princess looking girls. I wasn't into the vampy, sexy ones. I was into the one that would come and help you in school with your homework.
Not like Ming's daughter then.
Everyone, and everyone liked. They may not have fancied her, and she may not have been called the hot one, but she was gonna be the nice one in school, you know. And because of that, she reminded me of so many nice girls that would be friends with like the nerds or the unpopular kids, and you know, help with the homework, walk home with you. So and she was always smiley, and that's what I just remember. Her smile was really something that really, as a kid, you're watching.
Well, she didn't have much light, did she? She only had a smile.
She didn't talk much from what I remember.
Exactly. It was just sit, look pretty in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get in that box.
Exactly. But,
Get ready to be sawed in half.
A couple of swords going through. I love the sword one, isn't it? 10 swords going through.
All
Cut
ankles.
in half.
Oh, the cutting in half was a classic in any
Yeah, man.
80s, and it was amazing that you could actually repeat the same kind of magic trick in any 80s show, and you'd still watch it and no one would
Still be amazed.
Yeah.
Variety shows, kids' TV shows. Yeah.
Exactly that. Exactly.
Debbie McGee. That's so that's amazing. That's amazing.
That's out there though. That is really out there. Debbie McGee.
Debbie McGee. Not even Callahan from Police Academy.
Callahan.
Debbie McGee.
No!
Listen, Callahan was hot.
Top of the Blondes, Callahan. Samantha Fox. Oh, Bwoy Wonder chooses Debbie McGee. Wow, amazing. That's amazing.
And the best thing about it is that if nobody even had a crush on her, I would feel like, hey, she's my crush, is all mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All yours, man. All yours, man.
Love it. I love it. Leroy is still busting out. I dare even.
For the last one we got on favourites. Tell us, Bwoy Wonder, your favourite cartoon or cartoon character.
Oh man. Do you know what? It's actually a cross between Jace from Jason, the World Warriors, or Lino. You know, it's like, as much as I try and be that, go for the underdog, it is just too superior. You know, Lino was just the epitome of the 80s for me in terms of cartoon, where they used to draw cartoons as humanoids to look like us. You know, before they started doing like a funny Dexter's Lab and Phineas and Ferb type vibe, you know, they drew us as humans, and he just embodied everything that was a hero and a savior. It was his voice, you know, got to reach. You know,
that.
Yeah. But like a chopper bike with the gears on, we're going to go into another gear. We're going to go further into the 80s. So we're going to run off a few things. Tell us what you prefer, these things in the 80s.
Okay, Leroy, don't make fun of me this.
All right, so name that tune or give us a clue.
Ooh, wow.
Give us a clue with Michael Parkinson. Yeah, exactly. No, definitely. I always loved it when the 80s TV presenters did like multiple roles or multiple TV shows. And obviously they were trying to, I'm sure professionally, trying to just encapsulate as much screen time as possible and become the daytime daddy or the Saturday evening show king or whatever it is. As you know, nowadays you don't even get that. Well, I think we've only have like these two guys called Ant and Dec who are running.
They're everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, Ant and Dec. Those guys are like the Sully and Duchesne of TV. Like,
they're just running things, isn't it? Top boys.
Yeah, they're just the top, but they're just killing the game, and there's no one.
There's no one.
Yeah,
no one coming through.
That's it. Where in the 80s we had Bob Holness. Yeah. You know, we had
Michael Aspel,
Thomas Connor,
Henry
Kelly,
the King Terry Wogan,
Matthew Kelly,
Wogan,
Des
Wogan,
Des. No, R.I.P. to the ones who are not here with us.
Bob Monkhouse,
Bruce Forsyth,
Forsyth,
yeah. Oh man,
it's true. It's true.
And now it's like
Michael Blair,
Jeremy Beadle,
elite.
So you'd say, give us a clue then.
Give us a clue without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay.
Name that tune was good as well.
That tune was good. I want to see that show again, man. That was a big show. Big show.
Right. Okay. So BMX or skateboard?
BMX. The only.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Less effort to ride, isn't it?
100%.
That's it.
Wow.
And I think it's quicker to learn as well, like to do it properly.
Yeah.
You can't do wheelies on a skateboard, you know.
But you can do lots of stuff on a skateboard.
If you're good, that to me is like quite a skill to be able to do even some of those tricks, you know. I for me anyway, I couldn't just casually see myself doing it. Like, oh, I'm going to the shop. Let me just do an ollie, you know.
Right. I got the most bruised shins from having a skateboard.
Yeah. It was frustrating for me.
Brutal.
BMX was easier.
No, less Dettol needed when with BMX.
True.
I don't know, but when you came off of BMX in a big way, it was
Oh,
surgical
yeah,
spirit time. It
yeah.
wasn't even that. It was surgical spirit time.
Damn.
All that skin hanging off.
How many times we were made of tough stuff, man, back then.
Scabs were a thing. Scabs were a thing on your elbows and knees, wasn't it? It's a fashion to have a
Yeah.
scabs.
And they had all protection for that, but we would never. We would refuse to wear them.
Oh, that is so true.
You did. You look like an idiot.
Can you imagine having a plaster just anywhere?
Unless it was a whack-a-day one, it weren't called to have a plaster.
Yeah. Was it always on the nose, or was it the chin?
Look at the camera and go like that. Count your tongue.
Wow.
BMX is for me all day, every day.
BMXs. All right.
100%.
So we'll go cola bottles or cola cubes.
Oh man, come on. The 80s for me embodied the cola bottles. You know, for me it was 80s.
The sugar-coated ones or the plains?
No, they're definitely the plains. Like the sugar-coated ones for me, I think was maybe more 90s.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I like that.
Plain ones come about first.
Yeah, and then the plain ones were I think the 80s, and especially
they were in a penny sweet bag along with the shrimps and the
when it actually was
the banana, and the mojos. It was no sugar yet. Yeah, it was an upgrade. Sugar was an upgrade.
That's exactly.
And then it became sour sugar, and it was like double.
Yes!
Like it was part 3.
That's exactly it. That was Rocky 3.
Yeah. That was the Rocky 3 of sweets.
100%. 100%. No, definitely plain. 100%. And also, it still had the difference between the clear bottle when the Coke starts. So now, like sometimes I've seen ones where like it looks like you've drunk half the bottle, and and it literally
a little bit of brown.
Clear, and then it's just the bottom bit. So someone got lazy with the dye.
With the dye, yeah. We're putting in too many sugar cubes when we were little. That's the problem.
Oh man.
I hear that. Like, I love a cola bottle, and cola bottles they were like gummy, and then they got to a stage when they were squidgy. When they were squidgy, there was something. There was a different type of cola going on in there. That I was feeling in those squidgy ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stopped using. There was an ingredient. There was too much tax they were paying on it, and they just had to make
a gelatin thing. They stopped buying.
There was a gelatin tax because the early ones, I'm sure the early ones even had it was engraved cola on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you are right.
Yes,
like how you had beer on the beer ones. And
yeah.
And if you were lucky, you'd get the root beer ones.
Oh,
yeah.
The root beer ones. Yeah. I remember those ones.
The beer ones were nice. The shandy kind of beer ones.
I love them ones. I love that one.
No, you know what? Everything must have just been cut costs. Yeah.
No. All right, let's go to the next one, man. This one's going to be a pretty easy one, but we'll go for it anyway. So either the MJ, Philip Michael Thomas, Ashford and Simpson Jerry curl, or the Carl Weathers, Eddie Murphy, Gary Coleman afro.
It's the Jerry curl for me, man. It's the Jerry curl for me. I mean, to me, afro embodies 70s.
Oh, glow.
And then the 80s is when we started to burn it, and then it
started to relax.
Exactly that. If you've ever had, and I tried it when we were younger, to have a Jerry curl, but it's probably the worst thing you could do to a scalp.
I've done it. Yep, I can tell you that. Yep. Listen to the previous podcast
on hair care.
Episode what?
and it is you're burning your head literally.
Yeah.
I was like Ghost Rider. It was literally like as soon as you apply this paste, it will burn you. It was like the DeLorean ran across my head. Like you can see the flames of the. It's an experience you don't want to go through. And scab galore.
Yeah.
Scab galore. So you got something to play with the last couple of days.
And pick at, but
pick at. But it was either those two looks. For black actors in the 80s, it was one of those two looks. You either had a mullet Jerry curl, or you had there was 3 levels of afro. It was an Eddie Murphy length.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Eddie Murphy.
Or it's a bit bigger. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Gary Coleman length. Like massive afro went in the 70s, but
the Jim Kelly look.
Yeah, but they reduced it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We used to call it a biff, where it with the Eddie Murphy was the biff. Yeah,
biff.
So that was like, and it was always neat, you know.
That was the look. It was shaped and neat with a moustache. You couldn't have that and not have a moustache.
Never.
Didn't look right.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly.
Think of every black actor in the 80s, and they had a moustache or a biff, or it was relaxed in some way. Billy D. Williams, Danny Glover, go for them all.
No.
The black man in Gremlins, you'll see it.
Man.
Have a moustache or a biff, or something
and
relaxed.
no matter what action sequence they went through, it stayed immaculate.
It's immaculate.
Immaculate.
Didn't matter. You never saw them comb it. You never saw them apply activator, but it looked right every time you saw them.
Exactly that. Exactly.
The magic of the 80s, man. The magic of the 80s. All right, let's go for the next one. On Bongo or Five Alive?
Oh my days!
That's a tough one.
Daz!
It's not for me.
Daz! I said Five Alive!
Five Alive.
All those flavors, without a shadow of a doubt, it's Five Alive. I had that in my house growing up, and it was the only juice we weren't allowed to have. It was my dad's juice.
It was the adult street.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
And there were so many different cartons. There was a green carton, a purple carton, a blue carton.
Oh man.
A yellow carton. It's
the
like,
citrus one was the favorite we liked to have without telling our dad that we were having it. But, oh man, Five Alive all the way. And it wasn't, I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, or if they did it, they didn't do it until a while later where they started doing the kind of multi-pack ones. I only remember them in the carton.
They did do the multi-pack late. I remember having one in my lunchbox.
I remember lunchbox days having them, the small ones. Like a 6-pack.
3 in a pack.
Three in a pack,
And but they weren't Ribena size.
They weren't. They were tiny, man. They're really tiny.
I remember those.
That was like maybe 4 squirts and you're done. Perfect for like a quick lunchtime speak.
Lunchbox size,
yeah.
Exactly. But 100% Five Alive.
Five Alive.
Let me throw one in for you guys quickly. Walkers or Golden Wonder?
Golden Wonder.
Wonder.
Any 80s kid's gonna go Golden Wonder. Golden Wonder.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
Even though the packets were a bit dodgy, sometimes you'd open them and there's spray all over the place.
But they didn't lie. You could see what ones are the green ones. You could see, I'm not having that one.
And the green.
It was like when you shop for meat now. You look for the good pack. You know what I mean?
One.
Yeah.
Mate.
Exactly. And the spring onion.
Who the heck changed the colour? Who the heck changed the colour?
I know. Cheese and onion.
Wrong.
It was dark green for cheese and onion. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Sky blue, salt and vinegar.
Dark blue,
dark blue, ready salted. No, it's dark blue, ready salted.
Light blue, salt and vinegar.
Superman blue, salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
Salt and vinegar.
Walker's messed it up.
Yeah.
Light green, spring onion.
Man, I don't know if they bought them out or the company went
I don't know what happened.
Upside down or
might have,
They're still about. No, they're still going, man.
They're still about.
They still make pot noodles, and their crisps are. You find the multi-packs, but it's hard to find them single. But you find the odd multi-packs.
Ah, right. Yeah, I bet they probably don't even taste the same, to be honest.
They don't.
No,
because
they don't.
It's in a full packet now.
It's in a full. I think I spoiled it.
Yeah, it's different.
And like all crisps, you get like 5 in a bag.
True, man. They're taking up.
Again, It's that tax. It's that potato tax.
It's that potato tax now.
Yeah.
The thing is, they think they're fooling you because some of the crisps are quite big. So when you're crunching it, they're making you think you're eating more, but it's that same one you're crunching.
One big
one. Yeah.
By the time you put another one in your mouth, that's like, they're making you think that's like 5 crisps.
And half the pack's gone.
Yeah.
Mate, that's evil maths. So let us know one more time, how often do these events happen?
So we got the big 80s brunch happening every 6 weeks. The first one was in February. It was very successful, and it really gave us the gusto to push for the sequel. And that is going to be on Sunday, the 10th of April. It's going to be at Proud City, London. So make sure anybody who's listening, check out thebig80sbrunch.com. It will have the link to the tickets. Feel free to join us. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a vibe. It's going to be awesome.
Love that.
Will Debbie McGee be there?
Hey, who?
My lovely assistant.
Can't wait to see old Deb.
There wants to be some
Old
magic
Deborah.
acts going on. Yeah.
Wicked. Wow, love that. We'll definitely be there, man. Definitely there. Keep the 80s flag flying, Bwoy Wonder, man. It's been great to have you on the show.
I like watching
man.
your stuff.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's been Bwoy Wonder, man. Bwoy Wonder, been great.
Bwoy Wonder, round of applause, man.
Thank you so much for having me. Old Skool Movement podcast. Make sure you guys check them out on Spotify. They're an absolutely amazing bunch of guys, and they really do embody the best era. We're talking about music, fashion, culture, and movies, games, and food, and they really embody that. You guys, if you love just culture, if you just love learning about anything that we've mentioned, please do make sure you check out Old Skool Movement podcast.
Thank you for the plug there, Bwoy Wonder.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been absolutely awesome.
Take care, my brother. We'll catch up soon.
Take care,
Peace.
guys.
See you later.
Peace out.
Yes, man. That was Bwoy Wonder, man. Bwoy Wonder was in the house giving us the rundown on the big 80s brunch. You guys check it out if you love the 80s, if you want to get back in time.
Sounds good.
Throw away the Zimmer frame.
Remember there was an advert, I think it's Calling Back Label, when an old man threw away his Zimmer frame started doing windmill.
Yeah. He come on like prancing in it, chucked it away. Windmill.
Yeah.
Remember whenever they showed breakdancing adverts, they had to bust a windmill to show the extreme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The quintessential breakdance.
Quintessential breakdance. Even Weekend's characters did it. You had to windmill. You had to windmill the 80s, man. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed another show, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Old Skool Movements with me, Dazzle and Mr. Lucas, and
Chris.
And
Leroy, who's the master?
guys, until next time.
Peace out.
Peace.
Those were the days I remember.